just to play test the lots, make sure everything works the way they're intended. And then eventually it will go live for other people to play with. And then we will go from there. The households that are here are probably the ones that I think are staying. So, like this one, we have the laundromat still. And then here we have Zoe Patel lives here. And then here is an empty place. The rent is going to be changing because we did realize that the rent says daily, but it technically charges you based off of your term of how long you live there. So, like, if you put that you only owe $30 per day, and then from what I understand, from what people have told me, because I don't really know too much about it, but if you put that you owe $30 a day and your term of your lease is say 7 days, you for the 7 days only get charged 30, which doesn't really make sense to me because it says per day. So it should be like higher than that, but I don't know. And then here we have Jade Rosa lives here. She lives in the one trailer. And then the BFF household lives here, which are renamed Scott. Every household has been renamed, with the eldest Sim being the name of the household. That way it's easier for us to keep track of. And then you don't go, what the heck am I looking at with the BFFs? You know, we all know them as the BFFs, but right now they're like Travis. It's under Travis Scott's name because he's the oldest of the household here. And then we have the Pancakes house, which I redid the Pancakes house. I'm absolutely in love with this. I really like this lot too. I tried to recreate like a smaller version of their home, which is kind of cool. Then we have Potter Splay here. And then these two, like I said, are going to be remodeled. And then we have the Goth households. Wilder is living here. These lots will be remodeled, this one. And then I recently did the Spencer Kim Lewis. I also did these apartments down here. And I'm actually really proud of these. So I'm going to show them to you because I think they're really beautiful. And I spent quite a bit of time because the way they are, I had like an idea in my head of what I wanted to try and create. In The Sims 4, obviously you cannot move lots like you can in, say, like Sims 3. You can pick up the lot and move it like in map view. You can't do that in The Sims 4. So I had to try and create it the best I could. So these lots here are meant to be one lot technically, and this is supposed to be like the driveway down the center where they would park their cars, right? And then these are the houses of it. And I originally wanted it so the ones that look like this were on the outsides, but unfortunately I wanted to not have to recreate the whole entire lot again because it's a lot of work, and to just pretty much recreate it in the same order. It looks fine. So yeah, these are the 2 sets of lots. Now these are 3 apartments each. Obviously 2 different lots, but meant to look like one. And this is what they look like, all built up and ready to go. They each have a little backyard. The one that has like the brown on the outside has a little bit bigger of a yard around it, which I think is kind of nice. They do have a lifted little garden area in front of each one, so that's really, really nice as well. And they have all like their own personal mailboxes and everything. On the inside, this is what the bottom looks like. So if I put the walls up, you can kind of see the differences. You walk into the living room on this one and the kitchen on these two. This is the living room. This is the living room. This one has like a Z-shaped stairs. This one has straight stairs. This one has straight stairs with no wall or no railings, really. I just realized it has no railings, so that's kind of weird. I might need to fix that. They each have a bathroom on the bottom floor. So like these two have full baths, but this one has a half bath. And then on the next floor, this is what they look like. And I love the chandelier on this one. I think it's beautiful. It really does shine nicely through the front window at nighttime. And then these have a couple of bedrooms, obviously not fully furnished, and they have bathrooms as well. So they each have a full bath on this floor. And then they have one more floor, which is this one, where they have like, each have like a hallway or whatever, and then a couple of bedrooms, if not one bedroom, at least 2. This one also is really cool because it has this walk-in closet area, which is really nice, and a bathroom off of the walk-in closet because this is supposed to be like your master, you know. And then this is your bedroom, again, like all of this stuff. You know, just trying to make them really different and really like intricate on the inside. And again, this building is exactly the same. No change of colors or anything, because that's just crazy. But this is what it looks like on the outside. And at nighttime, if I put it to nighttime, this is what it looks like. So this is my absolute favorite one, because the chandelier is just dangling in front of this big window, and it looks really, really pretty. So I'm really excited about that one. I don't know why. I love that one. Is my all-time favorite. And, you know, obviously the same over here. But I do also like these ones. You know, you've got the bathroom here at the front. So it's kind of covered from the street area because of the flower pot here. So like you could only really see people like standing. You probably wouldn't see anyone like sitting on the toilet or anything. And this one is the bedroom. And then again, this is like the hallway area of this one. And I think this is the bedroom at the front. And then you see the kitchen of these two from the front, which is technically the road. So, you know, you don't want to have too much there. The poles can get kind of annoying, but I just try to ignore them to my best ability, because I wanted to make it look like the houses were separated by a piece of wood or like a beam. So that's kind of what I was going for. I guess I technically could have made them one floor. So like if you went down a floor like this, instead of seeing the beams up to the sky like that, you would just see them like one floor at a time. But I didn't do that, so it is what it is. People can change it if they want to. But yeah, this is what it looks like from the other view. And then they do have their backyard area here. So each one has like step down into the back garden where they can have like a grill or whatever else they want out here in their own personal backyard. The only way you can technically get to these is through these doors. I have seen some glitchy things where people can walk through these walls. So don't yell at me if that's how it works, because that's not me. That is EA. But yeah, I did put like vents on the walls for, you know, the Sims to have ventilation when they're going to the bathroom and stuff, or to at least simulate that. And yeah, so that is what the houses look like. I think it looks really good. And it's next to the library or whatever that I created a while back, like a couple years ago, honestly, at this point. And then I'm going to show you the Spencer Kim Lewis household. Now, it's not done. The shell is done. A little bit of decorating has gone into it. But it was a very lengthy build for me, but I'm really proud of it. So I want to show it off. And then I'm going to go into detail about some of the other facts that I have about the save file and kind of like where our thought process is going. So we've decided to kind of change a little bit of our idea about how we were going to do the save file. Originally, I just wanted it to be the EA Sims from The Sims 4. But that has changed since then. So this is what the Spencer Kim Lewis household looks like. This is their new modern home. This is the front door, obviously. They've got their mailbox. They've got like one of those ponds. This is going around the side of the house. This is the back of their home. And this is the other side of their home. I tried to keep it very modern because they already had a very modern home. So I would assume they would like that kind of style of home. So when you go in through here, this is the stairway leading upstairs. So like if I put the wall up, you can kind of see this is the stairway going upstairs. They have a glass floor, which I think is really cool. And this is like open to the ceiling, the second story ceiling. So it's really open and really beautiful here. And it's also open right here above the door. So like this is open to the second story as well. I don't know why, but it just is. And it's just kind of cool that this is like glass. So you can literally see through all this. This here eventually will be the kitchen. And this right here is a big door. So this is what leads out to the back patio area where the pool is. So it's really, really cool. This box right here is going to be the pantry. And then around behind this is going to be a arts and crafts area for Alice. And then back here, we have like the mud room where if you were to come in, because this is technically supposed to be garages, But if you were to come in from here, this is supposed to be like the mud room, but I'm going to turn it into like a laundry room, and it has bathrooms off of it. It has another set of staircase that goes upstairs here, and then we have a couple of rooms here, which I still need to kind of figure out what exactly I'm going to do with these, but I will figure something out, of course. This is the living room area. This is the 2-story section. And then over here, this is the office area. And then this is the entire master room. So this is one of the closets, the other closet. This is their bedroom. They're going to have a little seating area over here. And this is their beautiful bathroom that I've already created. So I think it's really nice. And it's definitely come a long ways. Let's put it that way. So they've got like a tub, a seating area. They've got a sink with a mirror. They have another like toilet area where just like a toilet and a closet, you know, nothing extravagant. They have a little closet here with some stuff in it like shoes and, you know, pictures and tissues and books and whatever. You know, maybe you're having a bath and you want to read a magazine. Who knows? Here is a towel holder. And then over here they have another sink. This is where their shower is. It's like tucked in behind here. We thought that was kind of cool. So that is what we did with that. And then through here is their other like toilet area. And then this is a water closet, like a water heater closet. And then this is the master bedroom, like I said. And then if you go upstairs, this is that see-through floor. Comes around here where you can get to the upstairs balcony, which is also see-through. This is a bedroom with some bathroom off of it. This is its closet. This is another bedroom with a closet and a bathroom. This is above the downstairs, what should have been garages, but we don't have cars, so I don't need those. If we ever get garages though, what I would probably do is just cut this out, like this little section of the planting, and I would just put a garage door here and just have like one garage door. But it's got a balcony and another like whole thing up here for another bedroom. This over here is the other bedroom. Don't worry about that. This is the other bedroom. This is the bathroom, and the closet is here. I need to get rid of that wallpaper. But this is the Spencer Kim Lewis household. I think it is absolutely stunning. I love this. It's honestly my type of style of like home. I really like modern homes. So I think I really can do well at creating a modern home rather than like a farmhouse. Isn't quite my, you know, forte, but I try my best to do what I can with it. But I absolutely love this house. I think it's gorgeous. And I think once it's fully furnished and such, it'll look even better. But at the moment, this is what I have so far. Anyways, so back to my explaining. So we decided that originally I wanted to do just the EA stuff. The EA households was what I was really wanting to focus in on. And I just wanted to, at the beginning, I just wanted to update the styles of the Sims and update the homes of like redecorate their homes and like remodel or whatever. And that was all I really wanted to do. Then it became something so much more where we were trying to line ages with the older games. So like the Sims 3 and the Sims 2, and it was getting too confusing. So in my creative mind, basing it around Bella Goth, we are now creating our entire save file based around Bella's disappearance. So everybody that's here and in this world is a family who is from older Sims games or the current Sims games, or like Sims that have been created by either like Maxis that follow into the storylines of other people, so on and so forth. So you're going to see a lot of returning people from Sims 3, Sims 2, Sims 1, and so on and so forth. And what has happened is the people who either had like a really good storyline, or like some of the people like Darlene Dreamer, okay? She's not in this save file, but I'm just saying, for example, she passed away in The Sims 2. She would have been someone that we could have potentially brought back and said that they were like reborn or whatever from the past. And so when they passed away in the old games, they were brought here to this save file, which is an alternate reality of The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. And this is like their next life. So sometimes you'll see people who are the same age as they were in The Sims 2. Sometimes they'll be the same age as they were in The Sims 1. Sometimes they'll be the same age as they were in The Sims 4, which kind of just mashes and mingles everyone together. I know that's probably hard to understand and like crazy to think about. But we went through each and every household from all of the Sims games and pulled people that we decided were important, or we liked their story because it was drama filled, or we just thought this person deserves a second chance because they got kind of short-ended with their story from one of those other games. So that's kind of what we were thinking. So we went back, and I'm going to swap over to my spreadsheet now to show you some of the stuff that we've done, because it's pretty cool what we've been working on, but it is also really crazy to look at. So this is our spreadsheet of all of our households. And it's a lot. It's a lot of homes, okay? It's a lot of households. I know if you choose to play this rotationally, like I'm going to do personally for myself, I'm going to be doing it on my streams and then uploading to my YouTube and also creating videos of it for my YouTube. These are all of the households we'll be playing. So right now it's about 170 households, which is insane. It's about 409 Sims that will be in the save. Now, if you don't want to play with all of the Sims, you don't have to. This could just be a save that you just play your own household if you wanted to. It's up to however you want to play it. But everybody is going to have their own backstory. Everyone is going to get a family tree. And everyone is going to get a Prima guide from like the Sims 2 times. So we're going to create a Prima guide ourselves and upload it for you guys to tell you exactly what we're thinking, what you should do for the household, what the households is set up to like do next kind of thing. And it's gonna bring back some of those like really fun ideas from like The Sims 2, where like, Don Lothario is supposed to sleep with Nina and Dina, and Katrina's supposed to come and she could potentially catch you with Nina and Dina. You know what a Prima guide is. So anyways, so the first household you're gonna recognize is Antonio Monti. He is coming back with Bianca Monti and his 2 children. They're all going to be living together in the same home because we decided that Bianca and Antonio are very sweet. They're very close in The Sims 2, and I just feel like they would live together. So they're being brought back from The Sims 2. The Aether, the Aguilar, Akayamas, I believe the Akayamas, are all from The Sims 4. The Alto is Vita and Nick Alto, Holly Alto. All 3 of them are being brought back. They're kind of iconic from Sunset Valley in The Sims 3, and they are the feud with the land grabs. So we needed to have that drama between the 2 households, of course, and to have them feuding in this save file is going to be no different. They're going to hate upon each other as much as they can. And it'll be interesting to see if they continue to hate each other down the line, like through ancestors, Anansi is Grace and Nancy. She's from The Sims 4. Bailey is one of the Sims that we're bringing in. Now, I don't remember. I think these guys are from Late Night, I believe, in The Sims, The Sims 3. Buddy and Gala. No, they're from Isla Paradiso, I do believe. Possibly. Maybe not. Oh, you know what? These guys are actually from Twinbrook. Yes, Twinbrook. So they're going to be coming back. They're from Twinbrook, and they are making a comeback. I don't remember why. I think they have like an intriguing story or something. The Bailey Moons, the Bears. We have the Bells coming back. This is Lola Bell from Late Night and her boyfriend Kai and her son Jupiter. They're all coming back from Late Night from The Sims 3, so that's kind of exciting. Salem is from Sims 4. The Bahitas are from Sims 4, or the Betas, whatever. Bjorgsons are from The Sims 4. The Bunmas. The Bunch is coming back from The Sims 3. Obviously, Judy, Jack, Ethan, Lisa, Darlene, Arlo, all of them are coming back from The Sims 3. They're not all going to be in the same household, and time has kind of fast forwarded a little bit for them. So Jack and Judy are actually going to be elders. Ethan is actually going to be with Holly alto. They're going to be expecting a baby. And Darlene and Arlo are living at home still. And Ethan is also living there with Holly. And then Lisa is actually going to be in the sorority. So that's kind of fun that she's going to be in the sorority with Cassandra and Angela and Lilith Pleasant, because they're obviously in here as well. We've got the Burbs. So we have the Burbs from The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. So we have John, Jennifer, and what's their daughter's name? John, Jennifer, and I can think of it, but I can't at the same time. Lucy. John, Jennifer, and Lucy are coming back, and we're also bringing back Brad and Tiffany from The Sims 1. That is actually John's parents, and they're coming back as elders, which I thought would be really sweet to kind of see them, because they're from The Sims 1, and it's like a family that we could obviously bring back and connect to someone else. We've got the Caps coming back, which is Consort, Cap, and all of them. They're going to be coming into the save file. And Tybalt and Julia and Hermia, but this is actually going to be right after their mom and dad passed away, so Consort would just have taken over as their legal guardian. Tybalt, Julia, and Hermia are actually going to be children in this, so they're going to be starting out a little bit earlier, so you might be able to change the course of their, teenage years. Maybe Hermia doesn't get with Romeo in this one. Not Hermia. Juliet doesn't get with Hermia. Okay. Julia doesn't get with Romeo in this one, and Hermia doesn't get with, who does she get with? Mercutio? I think she does. So you could kind of like change their story, which could be kind of fun. C. Lopez is from this game. Cahill, Kaya Putri, the Caliente. This is Katrina Caliente, the Caliente sisters. This is Your Sims. She doesn't need Romeo. Yeah. These are Your Sims, Piazza Girl. The Carltons are on here now, and they have all been set up with all of their information. If you don't like anything, please let me know. But we have set them all up as on the spreadsheet, with what they are. Like, they're both Sims. We've also realized that we can have hybrids now in The Sims 4. So we've added a second life state thing. We have also added in the sections, and I need to still go through and fix all this, but for childhood aspirations, teen aspirations, and then young adult aspirations. And then this is the modded version. We're thinking about separating this because it is very bulky with all of this extra stuff in here, where if we just had one for the modded and then we had one for the non-modded, people could pick and choose which one they would rather, and then they wouldn't have to have all this extra stuff in here all the time. But this is the modded, so this would be your child, teen aspiration and your secondary aspiration with modded, and then we have retirement aspirations for modded as well. And then we have primary and secondaries like in The Sims 2 with the mods and zodiac signs. These are the Sims traits, of course, that you picked for them. And then we did go ahead and give them character values and infant traits, and if they were going to get toddler traits or child traits or whatever, because those are kind of important for how we're doing everything. So your Sims are going to end up running a vet clinic. Your one Sim is going to be focused on knitting. Natasha is unemployed because she's a teenager, and Grayson is underage, so he's in school. We did say that Cecilia would have graduated with a psychology degree, so she's already gotten her degree, and that's something that we are going to give to her before the save file starts. So Cecilia will have a psychology degree in her pocket, and she is focusing at this stage in life on being a self-employed knitter. So she'll be selling like her own knittings, and she can do it with the businesses that you can do now. So we can like set that up for her and everything else. Now the modded side of things is a little bit different because we use a mod. It kind of changes the way we do our careers. So Duke will still be the vet because we're going to set him into a clinic for that. So you'll be able to do the veterinarian thing all there together. Cecilia at this moment has pulled that she's actually going to do a art history degree, and she's going to be a critic for the Arts Critic. Obviously, if you didn't want to play this side of it, you could just play the normal if you wanted. And then Natasha is obviously unemployed because she's not got a part-time job or anything. And then Grayson is underage, of course. And then moving on over, these are their one true hobbies. So Duke has pulled the nature hobby, and he is going to be focused in on insect farms. Cecilia is doing arts and crafts. She's going to work on gemology. Natasha is music and dance. She's going to be working on listening to music. And then Grayson is sports, and he will be doing weightlifting. So those are your Sims. Those are what we have come up with for them. If things may change again, sometimes they do change. We have went through and done some stuff today that could have possibly changed some of their stuff, so we'll have to check and see if any of that will change. Just gonna click through quickly and see if there's any other households. So we have Dudley Landgrab is going to be joining us, and he is from The Sims 2 Bustin' Out. So that family is coming. The Rackets from The Sims 3 are coming into this game. Some of them are going to be in the prison system that we're going to be putting in. Florence De La Rosa is coming back. The Di Vampiro household from the gallery is being added. The Dreamer household with Brandy and Darren and all of them. We have... this is another one of my subs on YouTube. This is one of their households. We have F. Worthington from The Sims 2. We have the Altos, the Caps, the Munch households. If I miss any, please just know that I didn't mean to. We have the Greenmans, which are the plant Sims from The Sims 2. We have the Hales from The Sims 3. We have the Hell household from the gallery. Who else do we have? The Ishchaka from Island Living. I think the Cahales are also from The Sims 3, possibly. There's just so many Sims in here that we're kind of pulling. Like Malcolm Landgrab is also going to be in here from Bustin' Out. It's actually going to be Malcolm Landgrab's uncle, which I think is kind of funny. We're going to kind of play off of that. Mimi Landgrab is in here. And we've got like an old people home. We'll have an orphanage. Patrizio Monti is in here. Who else do we have? We have the Pleasants, the Prison, the Rackets, the Rogues. They're from the... Is he bringing his flu with him? Possibly. He's from University in The Sims 2. Who else do we have? We have a lot of households. We have another Scott household coming in, which we're going to try and connect to this Scott household, which is from The Sims 4. We've got the sorority that's been made. We have so much. We have teens. We also are bringing the Triku household back, because I know they're like iconic from downtown. They have like a whole crazy shebang going on with them. Yeah, and then these are the new people from the new worlds. So anyways, going through this, we go through and we roll with the aspiration calculator, of course, and we get like, we've really changed up the aspiration calculator as well. So we have, this is the young adult aspiration calculator. It's changed quite a bit, but you take from these numbers down here. Then we have our child aspiration, so they're going to get like a point into one of these. And then you have the child's vanilla and modded, and then this is like the teen aspirations. You just roll a number 1 through 4 because honestly there's only 4, so like what else am I going to do with that? Then we have the young adult aspirations. We have all the vanilla listed first. So if you're only playing vanilla, you don't have to scroll around looking for it. It's just right at the front page. Then we have our modded phase. And then we have our retirement one, which these ones are all for elders. So like you wouldn't roll for these for just a random sim. You would roll for them as your sim becomes an elder. So it gives them something extra to work on. Then we have our employment types, which is how we randomize for all of our Sims careers. These are all of the traits in the game right now. And then we have some modded traits in here. We've also decided that if they live in specific places, that they'll get bonuses to specific jobs, and if they're an elder or if they're like famous. If they meet the entry score or meet distinguished, that is determined by the save file under the education tab, which I will get into in a bit. And then whatever grade they had in high school, even if they dropped out. And then this is like their wealth class, which you can find on the households tab. It is color coded for you, so you don't have to sit and try and figure it out. If they already have a degree, which your sim does, and then if they need a degree for their career, which this is again a modded thing. So all of this is very important. And then we have how we pick their careers. So you put in all their traits, if they have any of the modded traits, if they have a degree, if they have any of the extras, like if they're elder or whatever. And then you put in their one true hobby that you randomize for them and put on the save file sheet under the Sims tab over here on the right. So like if we did your sim, if we did Duke's, he would have gotten nature. So we would go to the aspiration calculator and we would untick science and we would tick nature, and it changes the numbers here. And then you just go through if they're going full-time, if they're going to do 1 part-time job, 2 part-time jobs, self-employed, if they're going to be unemployed, degree, and freelance. We don't really need this column. We've thought about deleting it. We've kind of just left it because it was made and, whatever. And then we also have our one true hobby calculator on here as well, which we have squeezed as many of the categories together as we could, so you wouldn't have to worry about some of them being like really, really long with like 26 different things. So you have arts, cuisine, fashion, film, fitness, games, learning and discovery, music and dance, nature, paranormal, tinkering, travel and culture, sports, science. You could use this even if you're not playing modded technically, because this is like this is kind of like one of those things that you could just have it be like well known in your head. Okay, my sim is working on this on their free time. Even if you don't have the mod for like the actual specific hobbies, you could do this on your without the mod itself. We've decided to add in a jail system. So these are things that every time they come home from work, you're going to put in if they have any of these specific traits, any of these negative traits, if they have like any of these positives, which would be like, they've got like, I don't think these are technically positives, but sure. If they have any of these levels in careers or any of that kind of stuff. I think fitness might be like the actual skill itself, programming is skill itself, charisma is skill itself. And then this is like jail time. So if it's the criminal career or child neglect or whatever you're getting in trouble for, some of these will be modded, of course. These will be like the fines that they get if it's their first, second, or third offense. And then these are the jail time in days or the community service time in hours or days. No, just hours. There's also fines. It does all the calculating down here at the bottom when you tick everything, and it tells you the total. And then this is here what you get. So like 20 and above, you're free, but you lose an offense, or just 20, I guess. 15 and 19, you go free. 11 to 14, you get some community service. 2 to 10, you get jail time if this total number is 2 to 10. And if it's smaller than 1, it's life or jail instead of a fine. So these are like, if it goes negative, you're in big trouble here. So that's pretty much the aspiration calculator in the save file. Going through this, I'm not going to go through all the sims because obviously it's not all filled in and everything. So we'll just stick with, I think, your sims at the moment. So going through, I've decided to color code the sheet. I know it's a lot to look at, but these are the toddler skills, these are the child skills, these are the high school skills, and then the rest are like the adulthood skills. So if we're looking at your sims here, we're looking at these columns right here. These are what your sims have been given as skills. And these will help them to be able to qualify to go to university or something later in life. Obviously, some of this isn't quite finished yet. We still need to get, well, I think we've actually done most of your sims or all of your Sims actually, because we got to 200 still. So we went through today and made sure that like if they got a trait that said they completed an aspiration, they have the skills that go with that aspiration, so that it's not like we're just cheating up the system here. We're making sure we're going through and doing all of that. We've decided to add in a business tab where we can track all of the businesses in the world and who owns them, the household that owns them, the owner from that household that owns them, the value of the lot, which will add to their household value, the heir that will inherit it when their parent passes away or whatever. All of their businesses added together. And then if there's any renters on the lot, this will be where they're listed. And we had to put it here because we were having a problem if they were over on this side. It was counting it as their income rather than the household's income. So it was really wonk. So we changed it up. Monopoly man, he's getting it. He's got 415. Yeah, he's got a lot. So at this point right now, he's really banking in it, and he is definitely going to be in the save file at this point in time. So looking at the money, if we're looking at your Sims again, because it's just easier to reference them, this is your Sims money. So they don't have any mortgage. They don't have any loans. This is how much money they have on hand because we randomized it for them. This is their net worths because it's dividing this number by 4. This is if they can get like a loan or whatever, how much the loan can be. And then on this one, I'm surprised it says a different number. That's interesting. I might have to look into that because I think these are supposed to be the same numbers. So I think something went wrong with your Sims. Maybe up here, check after these people because it looks like it goes crazy from here down. So that's interesting. How does ECade have 122? That is, wow. Okay. Anyways, I will fix that because you should technically be true on both sides. If you're true on this side, you should be true on this side, I believe. This is 59.99 and this is 59.99. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but I will look into that because that should be, I think that should be even. This number for sure should be even, I believe. Oh, you know what it is? It's because the careers change from the modded to the unmodded. That's what it is. Sometimes they change. So sometimes it's different. It depends, I guess. Okay. So anyways, education, it might not be wrong. Education, but I'm going to look into it because I think it looks wrong. Education, we've randomized for all of this adults or young adults and above if they've already graduated. If they got an F, we're flipping a coin to see if they would have dropped out. So you see like some people have been written as dropped out. Curious Family, by the way, is coming back. Tycho, which should be technically Pascal's son when he has the first alien baby. Supposedly they named him Tycho. I didn't know about this when I named my kid in The Sims 2. And then Nova was from a thing that they added for like one of those quest lines that they add into The Sims 4 sometimes. She was from that. I think we played it here on stream and she was really pretty, so we wanted to add her. But anyways, so your Sims, this is how Cecilia was able to go to uni. So she had enough skills and a high enough final grade in school to be able to get a green here, which you have to get 300. She got 313. So yeah, so she was able to get in based off of that. Now, when we put in like Natasha's grades and Grayson's grades, it's obviously going to boost this up because they get quite a bit of skills from this. But if they get dropped out, they're pretty much never going to uni. If they get an F, they're probably never going to uni. They can if they have like a lot of skills, but they need a lot. You named her Carla. There you go. So yours went to Foxbury Institute to get the psychology degree, which is what we got. I have my spreadsheet from Sims 2. I am going to be tweaking this for the save file so you can keep track of all of your Sims that are in uni, kind of like I do for my Sims 2. I think it's just way easier. And then we have clubs. So we have decided to bring back clubs. We're going to be adding a whole shebang of clubs to the save file. So like these are all the science clubs at the top, and these are going to be the people that are in them. Now we've added a bunch of people, so we will go through and make sure everyone is listed on here and everyone is in the groups. But we have a whole bunch of groups here for people to join and to interact with their other peers and whatever. It'll be really fun, and I think it could be really good. The sloppy joes. And then we have expenses. So like this is like if you pay taxes, you pay every other round, but then your sim, this is how much they get taxed, like the percentage of how much they have. These are going to be your tax deductions. These will be your luxury bills. These will be if, you know, your sim passes away. This is your life insurance. This is what each household can have based on their income, like what their class is, their social class. So red, you can only rent. If you're orange, you can rent, you can have a mortgage, you can own a home if you have the money for it of up to 30,000. Middle class the same, and then house is 70,000. Higher middle is the same, but your house can be up to 110,000. Same for wealthy, but your house can be 150,000. And then rich can pretty much have a home of whatever they want. It doesn't matter. So in our planning, this is what our world looks like. So this is Willow Creek in its finest. So we've got the Spencer Kim Lewis, we've got the art gallery, we've got the Wilders, and all of that. Anything that's yellow or empty lots, anything that's red means it's completed. Anything that's green means it's, you know, needing to be done, and anything that's orange means it's in the works. So everything here is kind of getting through. We've got a lot going on here. I know it's kind of confusing. We've got all of the worlds listed and all of the lots listed. Nordhaven is the latest one. These need to be added into here because we've got like a whole thing going with that. And then we have our community lots. So we don't look at this page as much because it's confusing and really hard to understand. But there's one more thing that I think you guys will think is really cool, and that is the fact that we're creating a map for our Sims. So it's not the most wonderful map because we're not the greatest, but we are trying our best to create this to be the best we can. So we've created a map for all of our Sims because we've decided that we kind of want like a travel system to be included. Now, everyone doesn't have to play like this. This is more so if, you know, you want to play like this, then you can. It's like up to you, you know, whatever. But yeah, hopefully can I show this? Is this going to allow me to show this? Let me save the image and then maybe I can bring it up on screen. So yeah, we have this whole entire, hold on. Let me find this if I can. Oh, image. Here we go. Where did I save that to? Is it in downloads? Ah, here it is. Okay, so this is the map that we've created. I know it's not like the best thing in the entire world, but please forgive us. So we've decided that there's gonna be like this travel system. So like you can only travel so far if you live in specific places. So like someone in Brightchester wouldn't just be able to travel something in San Sequoia. You would have to like go to a motel and then, you know, pay for a ticket to go to a motel and then kind of like travel to San Sequoia. So you can kind of like keep limited how far you can travel. I just think that's kind of a cool idea. So like if you live close to like the ferry, you can get to here, to the other ferry, you can get to this ferry, you can get to this ferry, any of those. If you can get on a rocket ship, you can get to Batu. If you can take a plane, you can get down here to the island. Or this is like an island, I guess. But there is like the ferry. I thought there was supposed to be a ferry over here, but I'm confused. Mount Cromareby is up here at the top. So you can kind of see it's supposed to be like snowy up here. And then, you know, we've got like all of the different worlds throughout. Of course, I feel like we're missing... I feel like this is an older version or something. Because like, where's Nordhaven? Am I blind? I don't see it. And I thought it was supposed to be here somewhere. I thought this was shifted up and like Brightchester was shifted up and Nordhaven was here. I don't see it. I don't know where it is. But anyways, you get like the gist. So like you can travel so far in a day without having to stay, and then you can travel back. But if you travel like say from Willow Creek to Glimmerbrook, you would have to stay. because that's a really far distance. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is town to town, like that seems really far. So you'd have to stay. Obviously, we'll write it all up for you, but it's kind of like it's kind of like if you want to kind of do something like that, you have to like hit like steps kind of thing, and it has like certain steps. And we've also added that certain like hybrids or aliens or whatever, they're going to actually get some extra time to their lifespans, because that just kind of makes sense. So like we've written up a whole thing where if you're going one way with a bike, it'll be like 4 hours per step, and then a car is obviously 2, and then a train is like 1 hour. And we've written down like how much tickets would cost. If you want to go on a ferry or whatever, you'd have to pay for like however many hours you're on the ferry and kind of thing. Anyways, oh, I just found the new map. Let me show you this one, because I think this one is a bit better. But yeah, so these are all the kind of things that we're kind of coming up with as we're going along. Of course, it isn't perfect, and so you can see Nordhaven is on the right side under Brightchester. The island has been moved to the middle, and you've got the Batu's in the right now instead of the left, and then you've got like the hot island down here in the left side, and then you've got like Strangerville, Tortosa, Chestnut Ridge, and all of the hotter like worlds on the left top. Then you've got like the grassier ones kind of in the middle, and in the middle island like San Myshuno and all of that is there. So anywhere you see a plane or anywhere you see a ferry is somewhere you could travel to, and then you'd have to do like steps from there. So like from Glimmerbrook to Newcrest would be so many steps, and it would take so many hours. I'll be able to explain this better when we have the lots built in the worlds. I hope this made sense though, because I think it's a really cool idea, and I think it could be really fun to kind of play this way. It might get annoying, who knows, and we might just scrap this idea and be like, I hate it. But it's just like a thought. It's just like a thought idea. And we're using the mod where we can't just travel willy-nilly. We have to literally have like a license or whatever that I use. It's like the travel time mod. I don't know what it's called. I don't have a clue. But all of the mods that we're using will be listed for anyone who wants to grab the mods, and then they can play the save file with them, which I'm going to try and keep it as limited as possible to like, this is the necessary mods and these are like the unnecessary mods. So hopefully it makes sense to you guys, and then like you can pick and choose whether you want to like download all of them or if you just want a couple of them, whatever you want to do. A lot of thought process has really went into this, like you said, and the spreadsheet has been my biggest baby because I'm the one who pretty much created the entire thing, and I do all the calculations for it, and I add all the traits to it. Every time something new comes out, I'm always tweaking it, trying to make it better. Still trying to make it better. Still got a lot of work to do on it. It's a lot of work. I work on it a couple of hours, at least a day, because I really want to get Willow Creek out for everyone to start play testing, so I can, know if things aren't working properly, so I can fix it before it's too late. Once I think we get the spreadsheet done, getting the worlds built doesn't take as long, so we'll kind of blow through it a little bit quicker. The spreadsheet is taking us forever, and today we were going through and adding all of the skills that we were supposed to have added before we started rolling for jobs. We went through and added a lot of them today. So that was like a big thing, and we recently just added all of these new households that we need to create from the older save files. But like I said, it's like a alternate reality of The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, where people who had a rough past or whatever, who either would have passed away or already had passed away, have been reincarnated into The Sims 4, and they're in this alternate reality. So things are going to be different. Like Ophelia's parents Ophelia will be in the save file, and her parents are going to be alive. So her parents didn't actually pass away, and that's like the whole thing. Like her storyline is different than it was in The Sims The Sims 2. And that's the only way that I could see like Nylon Spectre making sense instead of him being, nervous subject. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way I can kind of come up with an idea. And like I said, it was just like kind of born out of the idea of they were coming through like a time portal almost after they passed away, and they were being reborn with the life and death pack. And then they were brought into this world. So that is kind of where we're at. We still have a lot of work to get done on this because the problem is a spreadsheet is taking up a lot of our time. But like I said, I've been spending time working in the save file on houses like this, creating these to be, they need to be decorated and everything, of course. And they have 160,000 still to use to decorate this. So I have 160,000 to make this look good. And then I still need to build the art gallery that's going to be behind it. That's going to be named after these guys. So it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be really fun to kind of get into this. And I'm hoping to start, fingers crossed, play testing this on stream by my birthday. Okay. My birthday's in March, my birthday's in March. My birthday's in May. So I'm really hoping to play test this on stream and have like a whole stream going for it in May. So fingers crossed. Like I can't wait. We've been really biting at the bullet. Like we really want to start play testing it and just having fun with it. But the problem is we need houses built. We need people moved. We need jobs rolled. We need, all that stuff. Obviously, I can build things as I go along. And obviously, I can edit Sims as I go along. And I can add them to different careers and all of that. But it needs to be done for the save file anyways. So to make it a one-time thing that I have to do, I would prefer to have it all done. Not so much the houses, because I can put them up on the gallery and slap them down in the save file, or like the recreated Sims or whatever, they could be slapped down in the new save file. But just having the Sims in the right careers, that kind of stuff is very important. I don't want to have to do that 100 times, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess if I slapped them down from the gallery, it wouldn't be a big deal if they weren't proper when we started playtesting them. I would just have to save them to the gallery before I playtested with them. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to start playtesting sooner. I just actually thought of a really good idea. So yeah, if I get everyone rolled on the spreadsheet, we probably could start playtesting right after I finish that, and then just put people into their careers and such and throw them up on the gallery and slap them down in a new save. That's actually a really good idea. Sparks are flying. So the faster I get the spreadsheet done and rolled and everyone set up with what they're going into, the faster we get to start playtesting. We can playtest right after I finish the spreadsheet. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's where a lot of my time has went. And I hope that it's looking good. I hope that you guys are thinking it's looking good. I hope that you guys are interested in the save file. And I'm not just doing this for the fun of it. Even if you don't want to play it exactly like I'm playing it, that's okay. Because you can still play the save without the mods, technically. Some of the stuff will obviously be deleted, but and you can play it like not rotationally, or you can play it rotationally. You can play it without the clubs. However you want to play it. Obviously, you could make it to your own. So that's what I love about this, is I can make it my creative way, but then you guys can also be able to create it in your own, and then you guys can share what's happening in your game while I'm sharing what's happening in my game, and it's gonna be great. I can't wait to make a channel for you guys to be able to show all this, of all your guys' stuff. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so good. So I hope that you guys are gonna enjoy this. But that's really all I have to update on the save file at this time. Hopefully I'll have more coming soon with more Willow Creek stuff, and getting that first version out to some of you guys who want to play test, of course, with Willow Creek and check out the houses and all that good stuff in your own free time. But yeah, obviously it will come with the other houses that are in the world, but it won't be like, we're not playtesting those. We're playtesting the other lots. You know what I'm saying? There is worlds, we have other worlds that have things built in them, of course. It's not just Willow Creek. Like Johnny Zest's house is completely redone. His trailer park or whatever is completely done. A free time, what's that? Um, so like we have worked on some of the other worlds a bit. Like this gym is redone. This is redone. That's not, don't look at that. That's what EA thinks they did, but they didn't. This is the thing. There's a diner here now that's been built, so that's kind of cool. Newcrest is coming along. It's got a mall in it. It's got the bowling alley. It's got a bank. It's got the old Pleasant House here, and it's got like Don Lothario's old condo here, which is kind of funny. In Magnolia Promenade, you've got the really big 12 mega thing here. This is a clothing store, and this is the Pancake Breakfast House. And then I don't think we've done anything in Windenburg, honestly. Windenburg is the biggest world too, so we should probably get on that, honestly. We've got some good stuff going in there. Forgotten Hollow, I do have the graveyard here, which I want to edit because now that they've added graveyards, I just want to change it up and make it better. Here we have, oh, we don't have anything here. We haven't done anything here. I don't think we've done anything in Del Sol Valley yet either. We've deleted lots and stuff, but like nothing much. We've got Monopoly Man in here, you know, chillin' Monopoly Man. Here we don't have anything done here either. Sulani, we've got a couple of things started, but we're still working things out for Sulani and stuff. Glimmerbrook is nothing. I think the other ones that we've done in are Brightchester. I've created this Yum Yard, which I really like. We've also done the fraternity and the sorority houses, so that's done. And the really amazing library, which I built an amazing maze in the back of this. So when you guys get your hands on this, you'll have to go check that out. The Elderberry house has been recreated as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we've created. Your family lives here in Henford on Bagley. They live over here. We've given them a pretty nice sized lot, so we're gonna be able to do some good things with them, so that's gonna be exciting. I think that might be it. Oh, Moonwood Mills has the trailer park built, so that is good. And then that might be it, honestly. That's all that I can think of anyways. If I miss something, feel free to let me know. This will be recreated as well. It's, you know, it's in the gotta do it kind of thing. But most of our work has went into Willow Creek, and I think it's looking really good. There are some things that I look at this and I go, man, I'm not sure that's right. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. If any of it stands out and you think, man, that doesn't really fit in with the whole theme of the thing, you let me know. Okay? But yeah, I think that's going to be it for the stream tonight. I went over like 40 minutes. I didn't expect it to take that long to go through everything, but that was a lot to say. Yeah, I really do hope by May we can start playtesting this. I wanted it by the end of January. That didn't happen. Then I wanted it by February. Then we added all the Sims, and I said now by May. So I've got about a month and a half, really, to buckle down and get this done. So it should be good. But yeah, I hope that you guys will enjoy it. I hope that you guys are going to try it out at least. Yeah, it really does. And I lose track of time sometimes. Like on Monday, I lost track of time. Like, what day is it? Yeah, totally forgot that it was Monday. So sorry about that. I wasn't even thinking, and I just lost track of time. I don't know. I lost my day. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed Heroes. Sorry that we lost so much, but that's kind of Heroes. It's all good though. We enjoy it, so that's all that matters. And yeah, I hope to be able to share more of my Sims save file with you guys soon, because I know that some of you guys are pretty excited about it, especially the spreadsheet and such. So hopefully you guys will be able to use that and check it out for yourselves and navigate through it, and it be very self-explanatory. We're trying to make it as obvious as possible for like what you're trying to choose and whatever, so you're not confused, because some of it can get confusing, so no worries. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream, like I said. And I will be live on Friday. What's Friday again? The 14th? Yeah. Not next week, but the week after Inzoi comes out. They'll be announcing the price on the 19th. So that's exciting. And it's looking like it's going to look really good as well. On Friday, we're probably going to be playing Sims. So get ready for that. We'll probably do either Sims 2 or Sims 4. So we'll do something there. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great Thursday. And I will see you guys in my next Friday, or my next stream on Friday. Later, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I appreciate it.